Hey everybody, Motorpoet 59 here. I have been donating blood for many, many years, and my next license plate bracket, my next step that I will reach will be 9 gallons of blood that I've donated. And I was on the phone this afternoon with the blood bank I donate to because I wasn't able kind of get off track here a little bit, but kind of set up the point I'm going to make. Uh, I went in a couple of weeks ago to donate and was told I couldn't because when I was in the hospital with COVID, I received plasma infusions, and so I had to be deferred for a year from November 15th, which is the day I went in the hospital. So we got to talking about it, and a guy came in who was a plasma donator. I always just donated whole blood. And they said, yeah, this guy and people like him are the ones that donate the plasma that you got. And I thought that was, and told him, I said, I thanked the guy, and I said, this is a cool circle. Here I am, someone whose life was saved by this, and here is a man over here who donated plasma, and here you all are the people that take this plasma and see to it that people get it. I thought that was a pretty cool circle. So they wanted me to get in touch with their marketing person and maybe share my story. So I spoke with this person on the phone today, and when I got off the phone, my wife, she came in and said, "Man, you're the things you say about politics and stuff. Gosh, man, if people like the blood bank, they see that, man, they might not want to have you do, because one of the things that they talked about was maybe getting local press involved and doing an awareness, COVID awareness and a donating awareness thing. And she said they might not want you to do that, your political opinions and the things you have to say. And I never really thought about it. But when I thought about it, it's like I told her, oh, well, if they don't, they don't. I will not alter my opinion or my right to voice my opinion over anything. I have no interest in being even locally famous or notorious for anything that's happened to me if it comes at the price of not being able to exercise my rights as an American citizen. When I make these videos, I don't set out to be offensive. I really try not to use foul language. I do every once in a while. Sorry, I hope that doesn't offend people, but if it does, it does. I mean, I sometimes use F-bombs like commas, but there's time and a place for that. And it got me to thinking for the rest of the day until earlier this evening about things like that. And there are so many people who end up not voicing their opinions, not talking about the things they believe in because they're afraid someone's going to get offended or they're going to get sued or they're going to get in trouble. Look, I'm not talking about people going out and saying hateful things, tossing racial slurs out, even though that is the kind of speech that the Constitution, that the First Amendment was written to protect. And I did a video on that you can go back and look at. But that's not the kind of person I am. I don't need to say those kind of things. I have my opinions about Black Lives Matter, but that has nothing to do with black people. Black Lives Matter has nothing to do with black people. It has to do with Marxists and the left, and half the people that are supporting Black Lives Matter are white. Black Lives Matter. They don't care about black cops. They don't care about black conservatives. They don't about black people. And I made my opinion about that known. That's not a racist thing. That's just a fact. And if someone is going to deny me FaceTime or whatever because I voice my opinions, then I can live with that. I can live with that very easily. I don't think that anyone is going to look at these videos I make on here, anyone who's anybody, and look at this and say, oh, this guy's too controversial, or this guy says things that are evil, wicked, mean, and nasty, because I don't. I just voice my opinion, and as I said, I try not to be offensive. I have the right to say what I want to say, just like people who disagree with me have the right to say what they want to say. And I guess my point here is, don't stop thinking for yourself. Don't start allowing the media and these groups that are preaching hate and discontent and causing civil unrest and supporting it and inciting it. Don't allow yourself to be, don't allow your thinking to be muddled by these people. Don't be afraid of them. They can't do anything to you. They're nobody. They're nobody. And it just sickens me when I see people stop voicing their opinions, when I hear people stop being who they are. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about the people who are racists. I'm not talking about the people who are hate-filled. I don't want to hear that either. I don't want to hear it at all. They still have the right to say it, but I don't want to hear it. But those aren't the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are reasonable, like me. I know a few liberals that are reasonable people. They're not progressives. They're not modern liberals. They're real American liberals. And they're reasonable. You can have a debate with them. They're not going to start calling you names or anything. They get really frustrated with me, but that's the way things are. But you can't give in to the inmates and allow them to run the asylum. We just can't do that. It's going to ruin our nation. It may already be too late. I've said that before. Maybe it's too late. I don't know. I hope not. I hope cooler heads prevail. I hope smarter people prevail. And I hope people, I'm not a peace, love, dove person. I know that's not a realistic, but it doesn't always have to be about hate and divisiveness. So stand your ground, voice your opinion, be reasonable, and be willing to listen. Be willing to listen to other people. I'll listen to liberals. I know I'm going to disagree with them, but I'm not like the liberal. When you try to talk to them, they're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm not like that. You can speak your opinion to me, and at the end of it, I'll just go, well, I disagree. Stand up for yourself. Be bold. You don't have to back down from people. You don't have to be afraid as long as you're being reasonable. So what do you think? Are you bold or are you a coward? That's what it comes down to. Are you yourself? You want to be yourself, or you want to be what the media and the people around you in the world tell you that you ought to be? I'm going to be me. I'm going to say what I want to say, not what makes them happy. I don't care whose toes I step on. I don't try to step on people's toes, but in the end, I don't care if I do. They'll get over it, or they won't. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content, and we will see you later.